Everyone, welcome to the Civil Service Commission meeting, September 18th, 2024. I'd like to call the meeting to order.
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? Aye. We have to approve the minutes from the August 21st meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? Aye. New business, we have a job description update for housing site manager for Binghamton Housing Authority by Dean Westcott.
Me? Okay.
Amendments are on the sixth line. We are adding, including working with outside agencies as needed. On the ninth line, we are adding supervision of other site staff may be required. And deleting is not exercised by this class, does related work as required. Then under typical work activities, on the ninth line, after department reports, we are adding reports from outside agencies. On the 13th line, we are changing may to will perform. On the 17th line, we are changing may to will lease apartments. Under full performance knowledge and skills, on the third line, we're adding disabled after families. On the fourth line, ability to communicate effectively, we're adding with persons from outside agencies. And then on the last line, we are adding on-call duties as a rotating basis with other site managers as expected. Other duties as assigned or as needed as related to the position. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay. Oh.
We're good? Thank you, everybody. Take care.
The next new business is a residency waiver request by Carter Wasley. You have the floor.
Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and for the way we felt that I'm presenting. Attached, I see the minutes here is a letter I typed up, kind of giving a brief background regarding what the situation was and how it transpired to get us to where we're at today. Was everybody able to read this? Or would you like me to?
Oh, no, I read it.
I read it also.
Yeah.
If you want to add anything, please feel free.
No, I don't have anything personally to add right now, unless you have any other questions or anything I can clarify. Perhaps since we're here in person.
So it's my understanding that you did not know you were moving to Tioga County.
Yes.
How is that possible?
Well, when I was relocating and looking for housing, we had very limited parameters. My fiance and I were looking to grow and expand our family and work on evolving and going down that road. I was undergoing.
I just need to step in here. I think I have to recuse myself because I already know your grandfather. My husband was a fireman that worked very closely with Ron. And I know your mom and I know your dad. So okay, I don't know. So then we'll have to hold it over to them.
So
I just want to get that out front because I don't feel comfortable in making this decision knowing, I don't know you, but I know your outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
then we will table this until the following meeting when Rich is here.
Rich can be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, do we have to make a motion to table it till next month?
I'll make a motion.
Before you table it, if I could just-
Okay,
you want to kind of hear what else he had to say, or?
Yeah, we asked-
he had to say?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just wanted to
So-
step in.
Yes.
Maybe you think about what.
Yeah,
we're saying,
absolutely.
you know, do
Absolutely.
deliberation and all that. Do you have anything else that you wanted to add, or
Yeah,
maybe stick to your points here?
Sure. So when we were looking to buy a home, we just gave the realtor very brief parameters. We're looking to expand our family and grow. At the time, I had a lot of personal issues going on in my life. I was still seeking medical treatment for an on-the-job injury and sustained on top of medical procedures and issues with that. We were dealing with other personal things in our lives, so we weren't very focused on specifically where the house was. The realtor contacted us and stated that there was a 4-bed, 2.5-bath house, Vestal School District off the Vestal Parkway. I was working, my fiance went and looked at the house, it was within our price range for the financial load that we could sustain. It was on the market for less than 1 week, we decided to move on the house and close. The brief information I got, it being in Bethel School Districts off the Parkway, I did not realize that was Taggart County. I just assumed it was still in Broome County because it being Bethel School Taxes, Bethel School District and
Right.
off the Parkway. I didn't take the time to type in the full address and realize it was a Taggart County residence. That's pretty much it. Price of the home and our current financial situation, we couldn't pass up the opportunity. And the price point of the house and the size of it in the location. That's sad.
Let me just jump in here. I
Absolutely.
don't know, for the record, I guess, or whatever you want to say, I'm Dave Muller and I'm the president of Local 729. I'm a diehard city resident guy, always have been. But I come here and support today if there's application for a waiver. Things have changed in the last 35 years. I understand why people want to live in the city. It's not because of the services that the city provides. It's, I think, primarily due to the school district. The people who want to have their kids go to those schools. I graduated from Binghamton High School, so did my kids, and they saw the level of the school district go down drastically. But anyways, Carter's a third generation firefighter. I don't know if you mentioned that as well. He's an asset to the department. He's a rising star. I currently volunteered ahead of time to go to paramedic school. Can't know that's an issue to get people to go. You can be counted on to work in regular shifts to come in for shortages and second alarms. The BFD, like the BPD, is experiencing recruitment and retention issues. We're currently down 5 positions, 5 more out on injuries, FMLA. And we are at the end of our list-ish. Maybe a handful of names on it, but it's not necessarily where you want to pick your names from. I don't think it's kind of the thinking. And we don't have an exam that's likely to be given until March 1st, 2025. Time that it takes to grade, certify, et cetera. We won't be hiring off that till approximately September, maybe. Best case scenario, and then it's gonna take 14 weeks to get guys through the recruitment for the training process. So by that time, we'll be potentially 18 or 20, 18 guys to work, or 20% of our department. That all being said, talking to, police department, Larry Henderson, we've been talking about this issue in our circles, if you will. And our suggestion would be some point in time that the commission consider making residency a mileage parameter, not necessarily a county parameter. We think that would help with the recruitment and retention issue by casting a larger net. Suggest making the marker the furthest point from county now, which would cover anyone that lives in the county, plus others in other counties. Firefighter Wazzy is asking for the ability to reside just outside the county, which I guess
1.8 miles. 1.8 miles, I read the line.
this is my math. Feel free to fact check me. I'm not above that. I won't get mad and cry or talk. But I think it's 16 miles from the training center. That's the way I had it. And typically, I think the reason why there's a residency requirement in county is probably want people to be able to respond and for backup purposes, as far as the fire department goes. But there's people that have lived in the county, but live further than a firefighter Wisely does. I drove up the other day up 81, the county border to the north of us on 81, it's 23 miles. People could live up on the border, be further away than Carter. We have members that have lived in Lyle, deputy chief of the department. He was 21 miles away. Glenn Albury, Captain Bergman was 17 miles away. We've had guys live in Harpersville and Deposit, which is respectively 20 and 30 miles away. All more than where he's living now. City residency is the goal to try to, increase people living inside the city, suggest other incentives to live in the city like tax breaks, actually points on examinations, promotional examinations, and so on. For those reasons, local 729 is supportive. Part of the waiver request.
Okay. We can't make a vote anyway because we don't.
I just wanted to pass it on,
Alright.
discussing it among yourselves, that's kind of where we're coming from.
Okay. So we can do this next,
Next month.
we can do the permission.
Yeah, Rick will be back, yeah,
Would you like us to come back to?
I don't know.
I would say yes, if you-
Yeah.
I would say yes,
Okay.
so Rick can hear all the points too. Just because there has to be at least two of us to vote.
There should be questions. We're available.
Did you look at Binghamton for a house?
We were looking anywhere, we were looking at, we had no restrictions on city or town at all. The way the
And there's
housing,
nothing in Binghamton?
now, besides that, we needed for the location, we have 2 German shepherds, we needed a decent plot of land to let them run and have a healthy life for them, so they're not confined to a smaller yard. We looked in town of Estill, Kirkwood, we looked,
And I'm Binghamton Fire, I'm like people inside the city.
Yeah.
and Binghamton Police.
Yeah.
And we pay your income, so I would like to see more in Binghamton, I mean.
yeah, I understand that, the housing market is very aggressive right now, it's not a good spot to be in, we put offers in on easily 7 to 8 houses before we got this one wasn't as is sale, it was an estate sale, the individual passed away. And we had to jump on it, I thought I was doing what was best for my family, to grow my family in an area that was clean and satisfactory and met the needs for what we were anticipating. And I didn't want to restrict or jeopardize anything from that aspect. But we were not restricted anymore. We tried to look in the city, we
Do you have
tried,
kids now?
we do not know.
Okay. I mean, so.
Okay, I'll make a motion to table it.
Yeah.
Next month.
Second, yep.
Thank you.
All right, see you. Good seeing you.
It's usually the third Wednesday of the week.
Okay, thanks. Take care.
Other business, eligible list established. Civil service administrator, civil service promotional. Personnel and civil service assistant and superintendent of city streets. So we just kind of look at.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other new business?
No.
And the next meeting is scheduled for
I have October 16th.
October 16th. Like to make a motion to adjourn,
Make the motion.
in favor, aye.